and welcome to this edition of Farming Legacy Show. We're back here on the Highlands map. A lot of big changes. This is episode 3. We're now in March of the next season. I have got one field of onions planted, but I'll probably plant two more fields of onions in April. But I've got a lot of changes on the farmyard, which I will show you in this video. First thing is this gooseneck trailer. I got it loaded of fish food because I've got my fish hatchery down on the farmyard. I'll show you when we get there. You remember in the last episode I was redoing the farmyard, and I didn't realize it, folks, but there is some of the things I thought you couldn't get rid of. I did find a way to get rid of them, and I'll show you that when we get to the farmyard. So, without any further ado, let's go. So, I had originally thought that I was going to let me make this turn here. Yeah, here we go. I had originally thought that I would make sure I'm on the left-hand side here. That I would buy the fish factory and grow the stuff and make the fish food, which you can do that. I'll show you that prematurely, but that was going to be a little more expensive, a little more. I mean, I know I got 1.7 mil, but that's because I've sold and bought some stuff and managed to get money back. Anyway, I'm gonna pull up here kind of on the grass up here and just kind of for the moment I'm gonna stop because I want to get out and tell you and show you about there's the fish hatchery right there, right in front of me. This is the fish hatchery that you can put down on your, and when you put the food in here, the little baby fish, I have another door here, just opened up, and you have the front of it here. This is where you dump the fish food out, and this is where you pick up when the fish are ready. They'll grow for a while in there, and then when they're ready, they'll pop out here on pallets to be picked up and taken to. I'll show you. First, before I do that, I want to show you under factories, there is a fish factory, or a food factory. And see, you can make different things, oil, rice oil, canola oil, and also soybean and flour, pretty much. But the fish factory, you see right here's what it costs, $270,000. But I forgot to turn my blinker off there. Anyway, so $270,000 to buy it, and then you got to grow the stuff and make the food. I'm trying to speed things up a little bit. Those pallets of food, I'll show you. You can buy them in the shop already, and you can buy as many. There are 2,000 liters of feed on them, and as many as 8, and that's what I did. And so this fish hatchery holds 30,000. Well, that is 30,000. If you get in the truck here, that's what I got on this trailer. It's 30,000. It's 15 pallet of those pallets of feed. So, and if you remember on the last video, let me come through this back door here. Shut it. So that's where the fish. Last video there was a building right here and a wall and all of that. Well, when I sold that original silo, all of that left. The wall didn't, but the two random tanks left. It was a propane looking tank and a fuel tank like holds regular fuel. It all left. So, and I took down all the wall. Look, I've put grass around and made this place look, opened it up. Grandpa's happy. He's got much more yard to play with and play in. Put down some nice sheds. I'm gonna take you over here to the far point of my land over here and show you the onion production that I got set up. Now, I set this up in the middle of a hailstorm on this map in February. Yeah. This is where, let me show you. It puts, I'm assuming it puts it in some kind of bag or pack or something. It just says it packs them. You get more money for packed one than you do straight onions. And if you look at the map, I've already got one field of onions here. I'll show you. It's already planted. We'll visit it. See, I haven't put no fertilizer on it yet because I'm waiting on the first growth. Then I'll come in here with turn on the fertilizer sensor and I'll sling it out. I also forgot about this grass field up here, and I had to, I harvested it without fertilization. I forgot to fertilize it and it was ready to harvest, so I went ahead. And so what I harvested it with, this machine over here, I upgraded with that head on it right there. This is that Ted's and everything in that head there's a conditioner, hay conditioner. And I made hay bales. And they're down here and I put them in the bale storage. I'll get it right in a minute. Anyway, and I see there, it's telling you, I've been feeding the cows and the sheep out of both the hay and the, it was like 15 hay bales. There's like 12 left. So anyway, speaking of hay, you can see my cows are pretty healthy. An interesting thing happened, or I discovered something when I went to, back in, when I was moving along, I got to about September, October, and I noticed that meadow down there was not getting any better. Let me show you on the bigger thing. All right. You see the meadow down there now, it's green all the way, and it says 47,750. That was not improving. And I could not understand, why wouldn't it improve? And I kept looking, and if you remember, this field, when you start this game, they have cows in here, this pasture rather, but they just got the same type long grass like I'll show you over here under this tree, like that right there, pretty much is what was in the pasture. There was no meadow, that's what they graze on, meadow. They need that. And it keeps you don't have to feed them as much. And cows in real life have to have a certain amount of that in order to survive, basically. Well, not survive, but it helps them. They need that. That's what they graze and eat. Anyway, they don't need to be shut up in a building somewhere. Nah, that's for the birds. You know what I've told y'all before about that, how I feel about that. Anyway, so I figured that out. I was like, okay, so that means I got to take these cows out and sell the pen and put another one down and put the meadow down. And that's what I did. But a friend of mine who's playing this game had the same situation. We were talking, but he figured another way. If you don't want to have to do that, there is an alternative. And what he did was this. He just built himself he didn't build it. He had a mod that put ramps down, ramps like, to drive on. He put one down beside this pen, drove over the fence here, and cut what was in here. And when he cut it and baled it, it turned it into meadow then, and he didn't have to switch out the pen. I think the original pen, they had a stretch where you could get 112 head of cow in there. Mine only has 108. But so that's another way that might be less strenuous if you want to have these cows. If you're on this map and you can't figure out why the meadow's doing what it's doing, that's why. And I still hadn't completely figured out why the productivity on these cows is only at 40%. See, it's on them sheep is at 100. I don't understand why that thing hadn't got to 100%. It's all of them's at 100. I don't get it. Anyway, it may be just that breed of cow. I don't know. I know they eat a lot. Lord knows. I thought the Limousin and the Black Angus were eaters, but these put them to shame by a long shot. Anyway, let's go up here to the sheep pen now. And I still have a little bit of that I need to show you first. The reason I only have a little bit of seed left in that is because I meant to show you this when I was over here a while ago and I didn't. That onion planter. I need to put it under next to the shed over there because that's part of the onion productions, as the planting part. Anyway, now that yellow thing is a weight, and you're probably wondering, well, what the heck is that? Why is it on there? That's not on the original planter. If you look, this planter does 6 miles an hour at 4.5 meters. And it only needs 140 horsepower. I wouldn't go no less than 160, to be honest with you. I have no less than, what is that smallest tractor I have? I don't even know. I got it maxed out, but let's see, where's JCB at? It's got 150. And I planted, it's right. Yeah, I planted with this one, with this big boy here. It's 235 horsepower. But I'm going to plant some more onions. I'm probably going to use this New Holland. Anyway, that's why that planter only holds 27 liters. You heard me right. 27 liters of seed. And it planted that whole field over yonder and there with some left. But what that weight is for, I got sidetracked. I was going to tell you. You see there's 8.9 liters left in there. That weight allows you, what you do is you hook that weight onto the back, you hook that tractor up to it, keep it up, and then drop the planter. You can fast farm. Y'all that watch DJ Gohan know about that, how he does things. That's a DJ Gohan trick. Some of y'all may not want to play that way, but because there's right now no other planter that plants onions, howbeit, if you know anybody, y'all know about that modded Kinsey planter. I heard DJ Gohan say today on a video that Chris and Raleigh, that's who made that. That's the two modders. The updated version of that is in the works. It's in testing now, as a matter of fact. So they have added onions to it. They're testing to make sure. Oh, I'm up here to make sure. It will work. Anyway, I sold four sheep out of here. I didn't even know this would open till the other day. I was in here and I kept looking. I got the four oldest ones out of here. And I still have 12, but let's look at it this way. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they look pretty good there. Those two are in puberty still, and those are 60%. I'm gonna have some more pretty soon, another month or so. April, May, I'm gonna have some more. I almost got one full pallet of wool. Anyway, but yeah, so that's where I'm at with all of that. I need to look. We had that hail. I need to look at the map and see right quick. Is there any damage on any of my fields? No. I think I'm gonna plant onions in both 23 and 20 and 23. I put onions in both of them fields. So as I have, because let me show you, there's a lot to this onion deal. That there, all it will do is you can't just drive over and harvest. No, you have to see down here where it says harvest head. You put that on. I'm not sure because anyway, you have these things too. Let me go here and go to help. What does it say about onion? Onions. With onions, a new crop is introduced as well. Onions are root crops that need specialized sowing and harvesting equipment. They can only be sown with it. Yeah, we know that. With that cedar I just showed, the plant I just showed you. They are sown in March or April. Harvested in August or September. When the green top has dried, they are ready to harvest. First, the haulms must be cut, and the onions pulled from the soil, usually with a front attachment, while a rear attachment cleans them and drops them into neat rows. The rows are then collected and cleaned further with an onion harvester equipped with the correct header. When collected, you can either sell the onions or produce packed onions on pallets. It comes out on pallets. Okay, so anyway, and I still haven't got the hang of, I can catch the fish, hook the fish with the fishing pole, but I haven't figured out how to reel it in. That to me is is stupid. Anyway, you don't get much, about $100 for a fish. That's about it. If you catch 5 things of trash on your fishing rod, I think it's something like $1,000. Anyway, so I'm just going to do it, the fish like this. Anyway, so let me move this tractor out of the way here a minute. Pull it over here out of the way. Now I'm gonna bring the truck here. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull through this thing right here and see if I unstrap it, will they automatically go in there, or will I have to manually take them off? I'm hoping they'll automatically go in there. I'm not going to unstrap them until I get up this little hill here. Now. All right, they're unstrapped now. I gotta be careful. I don't want to spill none of them. Ah, foot. I got to swing a little bit wider. Yep, there they go. Let me pull out the way here and back out the way. Now, let's see, we should have fish in there. Well, oh, I got to turn it on. Yeah, there's feed there, see there? Let's, yeah. All right. Yep, the feed is full, see there? 30,000. So now let's activate. It should be fish. Oh, look at there, the fish came in there just that quick. All 4 of them. Now, when they get, now let's see. Yeah, when they get, they'll start produce. Already produced one young salmon and 1 young trout. Well, there ain't no trout there yet, but there's a salmon. I just, yeah. Just, I'm gonna do young trout like that. Let's see. Yep. Here goes now, young trout. Okay. I got 1 of each. So, oh, wait a minute. There's 4. Might as well activate all of them because you got four tubs. So, yeah. It'll make more. Oh, heck yeah. Now they're really making. Look. Wow, look. Yeah, and I think there's a light in here, ain't it? A light switch. Seems like, yeah, turn on. Yeah. Cool. All right. So we got that going now. And like I said, when they're ready to go, it'll pop out there, a pallet. I need to move this truck out of the way. I'll take this trailer, pull it down. Let me move that tractor out of the way. Because I want to pull the trailer down on the right side. In my opinion, that's the best forklift in the game, y'all. Don't get any better than that. I'm gonna put it over here because we'll need it for these onions probably. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, foot. Why did I do that? Now I have to turn that head around. Of course, I ain't gonna need it no time soon, but the green head. Push. There we go. And I can get the combine on it if I need it. Might be a harvesting job I might want to do. Let's come down here now. Get in the truck. Yeah. I'm gonna pull this trailer right down beside. You know what? No. I'm gonna pull it up beside it on the other side. There's more room. Cause I'll have to use this trailer to haul the pallets wherever, to load them. Now, put this in the garage, and I'll show you what something else. All right, see right over here on the floor. Yep, that is what I use to move them cows and stuff around. That's that herdsman stick that y'all see me use on my on here before. That's my favorite. That's in fact, in my opinion, the best livestock trailer, because you can just put them on that and throw them in the back of the pickup, strap them down, and boogie on down the road. So I'm ready to fast forward, head on to April. Let me get I won't put a tractor on that. Well, you know what? Yes, I will. I think I'll go ahead and, well, I'll wait because the animals, let me look at them. Yeah. You can see I already got 69 salmon and 94 trout. Wow. And ain't hard, barely used any fish food. So now, check the other animals. Yeah, they look good. But you see them cows, they are eating up some feed now. Let me show you where this is all at under here. You come down to factories, you come up there, and you go all the way to the very last dot of it. It's called aquaculture. And that right there, I'm gonna come out here in the field. That's what you put down. I'll show you. Let me go out here in the water. That's what you put down in the water. 125,000. When them fish get bigger, you're gonna have that, and you have to get a boat and come to it and put them in there. Or you could put a pond. I'll show you. You could put a pond. You see that pond? I could put a pond down here somewhere and put those fish in it there and do them that way. So there's do I own that? No. See that hail damage in that field right there? That's not my field though. I don't think. No. That's in that one, I think. Let's see. Yeah. The hail damage is right. There it is right there. See, that's what that hail done to that grass crop. But anyway, I'm ready to fast forward and let me see the animals again. I probably could feed them. Yeah, I might put a bale into the cows. Let me see. I got some pizza bales down here. What I got down here in storage. Okay, so I have one hay bale that's 2,000, one grass bale that's 850. So I'll take the hay bale up to the. No, I'll take the grass bale up. Let me look at the. Yeah, I'll take the grass bale up to. That one up to the. Let's see. There it is. Take it up. Ah, foot. Dadgummit, I went the wrong way. Take it up to the sheep. And this should do them good. They shouldn't need any food then. They might need a little bit. And then I'll take that other piece of bale and give it to the cows. Trying to top them off where. Yep, that all that went in there, didn't it? Let's see. Boom! Look at there. I can see it. Yep, topped them off right at the full mark. So the next one goes to the cows. I'll finish putting that seed in the planter when I fast forward, but that may be on the next episode. Anyway, I'm gonna plant these other fields full of. I'm gonna stagger them though. Because see, you can plant onions. If you look there where it says onions, right under the olives, I planted one field up in March. The other two gonna be in April. And okay, that one goes to the cow. Let's see. Uh-oh, there's still some. Let me look. Yep, they're full. All right, well, there's only 279. I'm going to probably leave that because when I fast forward, it'll go down. Anyway. Yeah. Until next time, this is Farming Legacy saying, see ya.